Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Wednesday. We got 16 matchups on this MLB slate today, so be sure to like and subscribe. Check out all my betting links in the description below to get in on the action. Go ahead, turn on those notification bells. And yeah, we'll hop in it here. Big slate today. Starting with the Cincinnati Reds versus the Cleveland Guardians. Cleveland opening up as home favorites at -130. The Reds +115 with the over-under at 8. Reds coming into this matchup 81-77. The Guardians 74-84. Pitching for the Reds is Andrew Abbott with an ERA of 3.70. Pitching for the Guardians is Shane Bieber with an ERA of 3.91. Abbott, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Bieber, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 5 strikeouts. The Reds on a 2-game winning streak, beating Cleveland yesterday 11-7. They are 4-1 against Cleveland, 6-2 on the road here. Bieber's given up 4 runs in each of his last 3 starts, and I think Reds are a good underdog, and I'll take Reds +1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Tampa Bay Rays versus the Boston Red Sox. Rays opening up as road favorites at -120. Boston +110 with the over-under at 7.5. Rays coming into this matchup 96-62. The Red Sox 76-81. Pitching for the Rays is Tyler Glasnow with an ERA of 3.76. Pitching for the Red Sox is Brayan Bello with an ERA of 4.11. Glasnow, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Bello, his last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 8 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Tampa Bay coming off a Boston win yesterday, 9-7. Boston just 2-8 in their last 10. They've been struggling here. Tampa Bay 6-1 against Boston, 4-1 on the road against Boston, and yeah, I think I'm gonna take the Rays on the road. Next matchup, we got the Washington Nationals versus the Baltimore Orioles. Baltimore opening up as home favorites at -250. Washington +200 with the over-under at 8. Washington coming into this matchup 69-89. Baltimore 98-59. Pitching for the Nationals is Patrick Corbin with an ERA of 5.18. Pitching for Baltimore is Grayson Rodriguez with an ERA of 4.49. Corbin, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 1 strikeout. Rodriguez, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Washington on a 2-game losing streak, losing to Baltimore yesterday 1-0. A nice shutout for Baltimore yesterday. They're on a 3-game winning streak. Washington 0-6 against Baltimore, where they haven't been able to really beat them here. I do like Rodriguez on the mound. He's been pretty solid as of late, and I'll take Baltimore at home. Next matchup, we got the Kansas City Royals versus the Detroit Tigers. Detroit opening up as home favorites at -200. The Royals +175 with the over-under at 7.5. Royals coming into this matchup 54-103. Detroit 74-83. Pitching for the Royals is Jonathan Bolin with an ERA of 0. Pitching for Detroit is Tariq Skubal with an ERA of 2.95. Looks like Bolin's getting his first start of the season here. Skubal, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 10 strikeouts. He's only given up 1 run in his last 3 starts. Royals losing yesterday. Yeah, they were playing well, and of course didn't look good. Didn't look that great yesterday. And yeah, the Royals are 1-6 on the road against Detroit here. I really like Skubal on the mound today, and I'll take Detroit at home. Next matchup, we got the Pittsburgh Pirates versus the Philadelphia Phillies. Phillies opening up as home favorites at -135. The Pirates +120 with the over-under at 8. Pirates coming into this matchup 74-83. The Phillies 88-69. Pitching for the Pirates is Johan Oviedo with an ERA of 4.12. Pitching for the Phillies is Ranger Suarez with an ERA of 3.89. Oviedo, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Suarez, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 6 strikeouts. The Pirates on a 2-game losing streak, losing to the Phillies yesterday. Phillies on a 6-game winning streak. They're playing very well. The Pirates are just 4-12 against Philly here, so they've really struggled against Philly. Philly playing well, and I think I'm going to take the Phillies at home here. Next matchup, we got the New York Yankees versus the Toronto Blue Jays. Toronto opening up as home favorites at -120. The Yankees +110 with the over-under at 7. Yankees coming into this matchup 80-77. Toronto's 87-70. Pitching for the Yankees is Garrett Cole with an ERA of 2.75. Pitching for Toronto is Jose Barrios with an ERA of 3.58. Cole, his last start, he pitched 8 innings, gave up 1 run, had 9 strikeouts. Barrios, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 6 strikeouts. The Yankees on a 2-game winning streak, beating Toronto yesterday 2-0. A nice underdog win for the Yankees. They are 6-1 on the road against Toronto here, so they've been good against Toronto. Pretty even pitching matchup, I'd say. It was one of the tough one here. Yeah, after yesterday's performance, I think I'm going to have to take a shot with the Yankees +1.5 on the road here. Next matchup, we got the Chicago Cubs versus the Atlanta Braves. Braves opening up as home favorites at -155. The Cubs +130 with the over-under at 9.5. Cubs coming into this matchup 82-75. The Braves 101-56. Pitching for the Cubs is Jamison Tylon with an ERA of 5.18. Pitching for the Braves is Darius Vines with an ERA of 4.40. Tylon, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Vines, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 5 strikeouts. The Cubs coming off a Braves loss. Braves winning a close one yesterday, 7-6. Cubs are just 2-9 on the road against Atlanta, so they've really struggled against Atlanta here. And yeah, I like the Braves here at home. Just playing great. Got over the 100-win column. Give me Braves at home. Next matchup, we got the Oakland Athletics versus the Minnesota Twins. Twins opening up as home favorites at -265. Oakland +230 with the over-under at 7.5. Oakland coming into this matchup 48-109. The Twins 84-73. Pitching for Oakland is Joey Estes with an ERA of 9.64. Pitching for the Twins is Pablo Lopez with an ERA of 3.65. Estes, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave out 5 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Lopez, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Oakland losing to Minnesota yesterday 11-3. Nice win for Minnesota here as Oakland just continues to struggle. 0-5 against Minnesota. They just haven't been able to beat them here. And yeah, I'm going to take the Twins at home. Next matchup, we got the St. Louis Cardinals versus the Milwaukee Brewers. Brewers opening up as home favorites at -130. The Cardinals +115 with the over-under at 8. Cardinals coming into this matchup 69-88. The Brewers 88-69. Pitching for the Cardinals is Zach Thompson with an ERA of 4.57. Pitching for the Brewers is Wade Miley with an ERA of 3.20. Thompson, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Miley, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 7 strikeouts. St. Louis beating the Brewers yesterday 4-1. A nice underdog win for the Cardinals yesterday. Thompson has given up 11 runs in his last 3 starts here. Miley's only given up 4. Been solid on the mound. I think I'm going to lean with the Brewers to bounce back today at home. Next matchup, we got the Los Angeles Dodgers versus the Colorado Rockies. Dodgers opening up as road favorites at minus 200. The Rockies plus 175 with the over-under at 12. Dodgers coming into this matchup 97 and 60. The Rockies 57 and 100. Pitching for the Dodgers is Emmett Sheehan with an ERA of 5.13. Pitching for the Rockies is Noah Davis with an ERA of 8.77. Sheehan, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 1 run, had 9 strikeouts. Davis, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 4 strikeouts. LA beating the Rockies 11-2. A nice win after losing that first game. Good bounce back for them. They are 6-1 against the Rockies, 7-3 on the road against the Rockies here, and yeah, I'm gonna roll with the Dodgers on the road. Next matchup, we got the Texas Rangers versus the Los Angeles Angels. Rangers opening up as road favorites at minus 150. Angels plus 125 with the over/under at 8.5. Rangers coming into this matchup 88 and 69. The Angels 71 and 87. Pitching for the Rangers is Dane Dunning with an ERA of 3.88. Pitching for the Angels is Griffin Canning with an ERA of 4.39. Dunning, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Canning, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 7 strikeouts. The Rangers coming off an Angels loss yesterday. Disappointing loss for them with the big win streak they were on. I just don't trust the Angels, especially not to win back. They haven't won back-to-back games in a long time, and I think I'm still going to roll with the Rangers on the road to bounce back. Next matchup, we got the Houston Astros versus the Seattle Mariners. Astros opening up as road favorites at minus 115. Seattle plus 105 with the over/under at 8. Houston coming into this matchup 86 and 72. Seattle 85 and 72. Pitching for the Astros is Framber Valdez with an ERA of 3.39. Pitching for Seattle is Bryce Miller with an ERA of 4.17. Valdez, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 6 runs, had 10 strikeouts. Miller, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 6 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Houston losing to Seattle yesterday 6-2. Nice win for Seattle. Both teams splitting a win so far. Houston is just 1-5 against Seattle. This is definitely about a tough matchup because both teams can really win. Both pitchers coming off a 6-run game here. I think I'm going to I like the underdog in this series, and I think I'm going to take Seattle plus 1.5 at home. Next matchup, we got the San Diego Padres versus the San Francisco Giants. Padres opening up as road favorites at minus 110. The Giants plus 100 with the over/under at 8.5. Padres coming into this matchup 78 and 80. The Giants also 78 and 80. Pitching for the Padres is Matt Waldron with an ERA of 4.58. Pitching for the Giants is Sean Manaea with an ERA of 4.51. Waldron, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 9 strikeouts. Manaea, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 2 strikeouts. The Padres beating the Giants yesterday 4-0. Nice bounce back win after losing 2-1 the day prior. They are 5-1 on the road, 4-1 straight up against the Giants here. Pretty even pitching matchup on the board, I'd say, and this one's a tough one. I mean, you're looking at identical looking teams here, and Padres looked good yesterday with the shutout, so I think I'm gonna have to lean with the Padres on the road here. Next matchup, we got the Miami Marlins versus the New York Mets. This is a doubleheader. Marlins, let's see. Yeah, so I'm not seeing a line on this. Let me check. Doubleheaders are crazy. You just can't find lines on them. It's very annoying. Yeah, I don't even see a line on this game. So, but I have pitching info. Marlins coming into this matchup 81 and 75. The Mets 71 and 85. Pitching for the Marlins is Braxton Garrett with an ERA of 3.53. Pitching for the Mets is Kadai Senga with an ERA of 2.96. Miami on a 2-game winning streak coming off back-to-back Brewers wins. Mets on a 4-game losing streak coming off that bad Philly series. Garrett coming off back-to-back 0-run games. Senga coming off a 2-run game here. And I kind of like the Marlins in this matchup. Actually, the pitchers I'm seeing listed, I think it's for game 2. Yeah, doubleheaders are just annoying. The info's all mixed up. It's looking like Garrett and Senga are going to be for game 2, potentially. So if this is game 2 or game 1, I don't know, but I think I would take the Marlins in this matchup. Yeah, I'm going to take the Marlins here in this spot for game 1. And then game 2, we had the Miami Marlins and the New York Mets. And it's looking like we got Braxton Garrett and Joey Lucchesi on the mound for game 1. And yeah, the info's all mixed up all over the place. And wish they were more straightforward on the doubleheaders, but they never are. And it's the same info for this. And I'm just going to keep it simple. Whatever the lines are, I'm going to double down on the Marlins and take the Marlins in both game 1 and game 2. In the last matchup, we got the Arizona Diamondbacks versus the Chicago White Sox. Arizona opening up as road favorites at -185. The White Sox +150 with the over-under at 9.5. Arizona coming into this matchup 83-74. The White Sox 60-97. Pitching for Arizona is Brandon Pfaadt with an ERA of 6.08. Pitching for the White Sox is Luis Patino with an ERA of 4.24. Pfaadt, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 8 strikeouts. Patino, his last start, he pitched 2 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 0 strikeouts. Arizona beating the White Sox 15-4 yesterday, dominating win for them. They're 9-0 against the White Sox, 6-0 on the road against the White Sox here. And yeah, they've been so dominant against the White Sox, and I'm going to take Arizona on the road. That's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Wednesday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Thursday. Have a good one.